친구가 저쪽 칸에 있었는데 일로 넘어온대요.
저쪽에서 이쪽으로 사람들을 구해서 저 괴물들을 뚫고
Yes.
상처 하나 없이.
Yes. I understand your fear, but the fact that you're deciding for everyone is beginning to really bother me.
아저씨.
Really? It's gonna happen?
아저씨가 말 좀 해줘요. You're gonna help, or you're gonna think about yourself? Dads don't have a good instinct. Do it. They're not gonna do it, so just help proud dad, you know, to help him to close that door, you know, and it's gonna be already great. You're not gonna be with all of them, but you're gonna be safe. Don't do that! Close that one. Right there, for sure you're stupid, like, you're really condemning everyone. Ah no, we have another door. Okay, that's good. Oh no! I'm so sorry for you. You deserve one. They're afraid, like, it's rough to be mad at people who are just afraid, who just want to survive. You're not gonna open the door. You know, to punish them. No, that's stupid. They don't deserve to die because they are afraid. 아빠는 안 무서워요?
The picture is good right there with the music.
아빠도 무서워.
아빠는 정말 무서웠어요. 아빠를 다시는 못 보게 될 것 같아서. 어제 노래도 아빠한테 들려주고 싶어서 연습했던 노래예요.
뭐?
그래서 못 불렀어요. 아빠가 안 보여서.
I'm gonna cry again.
팬이 같이 있어줄 거죠?
She's so sweet.
팀장님, 이거 유선 바이오에서 시작됐대요. 우리가 작전 걸어서 기어살이라는 그 유선 바이오요. 이야기가 남편랑 우리랑 상관없는 거죠? 네?
I'm responsible of that.
피난으로 하는 사람들이잖아요.
So symbolic of that, you know, just learning that maybe you're responsible of this and you have a mirror in front of you. Can you look at you into the mirror? That may be a bit uneasy, you know. Like, right there he's trying to clean himself, like...
사람이 들어가서 운행 가능한
You survived?
솔로 위에 올려놓겠습니다. 좌측 끝 솔로 위에 올려놓겠습니다.
You're gonna use him as a child, you know. You son of a bitch! Oh no! Oh, we didn't need that! How can you be... Oi! You can do it! Okay, you did it. Come on. We're sure that you can survive. We're sure that you can. Okay for the kid. Okay for the lady. It's okay. They're gonna slow us down. It's an insane picture, but it's so well done and that's a good idea, you know. Well done! Oh, that was a good scene.
저 무서워요. 집에 좀 살려주세요. 살려주세요.
I'm not gonna be like, he deserves to die. But I'm not gonna cry for you. Don't let him hit you. No, 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 not the arm. Okay, you jumped with him, but you... You know. know, everyone knows.
나타난 애가 나오면 이거 바뀌면 돼요. 알았죠? 아빠 봤어. 하지만 끝까지 꼭 붙어 있어야 돼. 알았지? 부상은 안 쳐줄 테니까.
Why is it your fault? No. Memory? Why you're transforming? I swear, Busan, you have to be a safe place and your mother is gonna be still alive, okay? I'm not gonna accept something else. No. Oh no! What did I just say? At least they are dead. They are burnt. Someone burnt them, no? It's so well done. Like to think about doing that picture like that with people on the river and all. So well done.
오늘 맞은편에서 두 명이 접근하고 있다. 아이와 성인 여성으로 추정하자. 확인 불가능하다고 보고요.
You're not gonna kill them. Say something! Sing! The dead, they can't talk. No, no. I know. Why creating all of this story with that song if it's not used at some point? Yes. Dead can't sing. I'm okay. I'm dealing with that really well. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not crying and losing at the same time nervously like that. Not at all. Like. I want to check if we have an hidden scene. I don't know why I want to do that because clearly we're not gonna have an hidden scene. This is not a Marvel. But I'm an optimist person, you know, like maybe they survived. No hidden scene, like if you wondered, no hidden scene. I need a tissue. I was supposed to watch an horror movie. I didn't know that. I would need a tissue. Oh. I have to think about it, you know, like without thinking about me being emotional, me who cried twice, no, 3 times during this movie. I have to think about it like like that. You know the question that I asked in intro, it was the fact that a lot of people are talking about this movie, are saying that it's an amazing horror movie, we're surprised about it, and I was wondering if it was a popular horror movie like we have with Paranormal Activity, with Final Destination, with movies like that, or is it a real good horror movie like I love them, like Into the Descent, The Exorcist, movies like that. None of them. None of them, you know, because I can't consider that as a popular horror movie because it doesn't have the codes that these movies they have, like funny lines, funny moments, characters who are really just created to be funny, and also some cliches, you know, in the way to do stuff and all. But at the same time, I can't consider it as a real classic horror movie because still it doesn't have all of the codes from them. Like, it's almost like the middle of it, you know, they are picking in both of these things because it has a lot of good ideas. Like, clearly, with how they are doing the deaths, like, it can seem weird to say it like that, but since years now, we are used to have certain deaths into that kind of movies, like deaths, zombies like that, who are moving like that and all. I'm blaming a little The Walking Dead and all of that universe because of that, because not all of the deaths are the same into all of the different universes, you know, when you are creating deaths, you know, when we have a situation with deaths because of a virus, because of something. It can't be always the same, but since years now, it has been always the same, so it's great to have into this movie deaths like that, like who are transforming really quick, who can walk, run really quick, who can do stuff like, okay, they are not clever, they can't open doors, but they are still clever in a way because it's functioning, you know, with them, they can see people or not, they can hear people or not. Right there at the end, that scene, you know, with them trying to hang on this car, you know, to follow them, like, that was a really good idea for the movie, for the scene, for how it was done, and the picture during that moment was really impressive. Like, can you imagine how they made it, how they filmed it, and, you know, a lot of good ideas for the deaths, for how they're created, represented, interpreted also. A lot of good ideas also with the story, like to have the situation with this train, but in fact with a lot of different trains, like to imagine all of these different situations, to have also these characters. I mean, I'm gonna talk later about the main characters, but to have these characters, like that group of teenagers, maybe that was little cliche things, but to have that couple of old ladies, to have also all of this group of people who are okay doing a bad thing at the end, but they are representing people who are just scared and they want to survive, and they would listen to anyone who is promising that they're gonna survive, and they're gonna follow that person, obey to that person, because they want to survive and they are scared. And like I said during this movie, it's hard, it's rough to blame people who are scared and to judge people's fears. Like I said it also, I'm not gonna say that that guy, he deserves to die. And I love the fact that at the end they are giving him that final scene, you know, while he's transforming, where he's just saying, confessing that he's scared in fact, and he just wants to go home. And we can blame him for all of what he did because of that, but can we blame him because he wants to survive and he wants to go home and he's afraid? You got what I mean? Like, it's rough, and I really love that the writers, they are doing that with all of the characters, you know, not only the main characters, but all of the characters, they have a story, a background, a reason to do stuff, and we can see all of the different sides, you know, of the story in a way, all of the different ages also, all of the different ways to react. So for that, it's really well done, but it can be a little cliche also, like a popular horror movie with that group of teenagers like that, with that story between these two teenagers. Like, if we are taking them off the movie, it's not important. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it was cool to have them, it was cool to have this kid, but I'm not sure that it was necessary. It's necessary because you need all of the viewers to be involved into your movie, so because of that maybe teenagers can feel like they are involved into the movie. Okay, so a lot of good ideas, yes, with the death, with the story, with the characters, with the secondary characters, but also the main characters. Like to have all of these scenes at the beginning to present us our main character, that's clever. Maybe it's a little too long when you think about it, but it was really also setting the mood of the movie, the rhythm also of the movie, like everything was really slow at the beginning, and when the death arrive, everything is going fast, you know, like that's a change of rhythm which is interesting, which is really showing something, so why not? I'm not against it. Maybe a little too long, but that was well done, and again that's setting a mood, that's presenting the main character. It's a little cliche, but also well done, you know, to have that future good dad in opposition of that bad dad, you know, who didn't take time to be with her daughter, who forgot a lot of things, who is not present enough. Like the parallel, or more the opposition between these two dads is obvious, is maybe too much, but at the end it's functioning well, because okay, for how you are thinking about it, if you are just writing that down, you're like, maybe too much, maybe a little bit cliche, but how it's done on screen, you know, how they're interpreting these characters, but also how they're writing all of these scenes, you know, how they're making these scenes function. You know, the good future dad who is saving them sometimes, who has that moment also talking to the kid, like they're taking the time to do it, you know, it's not just two scenes talking about that, no, they are taking the time to create that opposition between the two dads and to make also an evolution for these two, so it's great. For sure, I'm sad because both of them died. The first one, you know, the good dad dying like that, I'm just feeling sad a lot, but we have a conclusion for him, you know, with him finally choosing a name for his future kid that he's never gonna see. But it's logical with his character to sacrifice himself right there. And at the end, to have the bad dad doing the same, sacrificing himself for his kid, it's also logical because it's the evolution of his character, who is not thinking about himself anymore, like little by little, like he tried to save that guy, after that he was hesitating to save that old lady, like little by little, all along this movie, he changed, he evolved with other characters, but also with his daughter when he's taking his hand, like, you know, at some point during the movie, when they were running, I was really thinking, and I didn't say it out loud, blaming myself a little for that. You know, when they were running, sometimes I was like, just take your daughter into your arms and run, like you're gonna go faster because of that. And it's only at the end that he's doing it, that maybe he's thinking of it. And we have also really that scene with him just, you know, slowly trying to take his daughter's hand, like before he was not doing it, and right there he wants to have that contact with her to reassure her. So that's really an evolution with his daughter, that we have like a physical one, like really touching her, hugging her, being there for her, but also with following what she said, the fact that he has to think about other people than himself, and to have this conclusion for him sacrificing himself like that for her, like the good dad did. So that's a good conclusion for him, but for the redemption arc, you know, of the character, I would have loved another conclusion. I understand that they picked that one, because again, for me, it's a parallel between the two dads. At the end, is the good dad, the good, proud dad, is doing that, is sacrificing himself. But for the redemption arc, we could have had something else, you know. The song also is a nice touch. We needed to have a payment, you know, for that preparation that we had at the beginning of the movie. It's a good conclusion also. So yes, see, a lot of things, a lot of good things, but I can't put that into a popular horror movie because it doesn't have the codes from it, and we have too many good ideas which are not like these popular horror movies, so I can't put it into it. But I can't put it, you know, into a real horror movie because it has also one or two things which can be a little cliché. It's maybe like too emotional for really being that type of horror movie that I have in mind, you know, like it's not horror, pure horror, it's a mix between a drama movie and an horror movie, because it's playing okay with all of the horror codes, with these deaths, with all of these situations, like we are afraid for them, we are running with them, we want them to survive, and really we are like that for them to survive, and we have a lot of horror things, but we are really going deep with the characters, with how they are done at the beginning, but also how they are evolving during the movie, how they are interpreted also by the casting. We are going so deep with that, with the characters, that it's more a drama thing, you know, for that. So yes, it's a mix between a drama and a horror movie. And it's not surprising me because it's a Korean horror movie, and the last movies that I watched, you know, during these last years, they were drama movies, and I know that they are good, really good to make drama movies, so it's not surprising me that right now we have a mix between a drama and an horror movie. They are really good with that because they know how to go deep with their characters, how to write them and how to interpret them. They have so many amazing actors and actresses during these last years, it's insane. And they know also how to do it on screen, like the musics. If you are taking some of the musics of this movie just right there, listening to them, you wouldn't guess, you know, that it's coming from an horror movie. It could be played, you know, for really dramatic situation, someone dying into a bed, you know, into an hospital or something like that, like the musics, how they are playing their characters and how they are writing their characters, they are so good with that. That was cool, that was a really cool movie. I'm glad that I watched it, and even more with you guys. And it's changed, you know, to have a movie like that, to have that mix between drama and horror, and to have also good ideas with deaths. They are not new ideas, but they are good ideas, you know, that we didn't see since a long time in death horror movies, so I'm glad. I didn't expect to cry at all, but I'm glad. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this review right now. Tell me, what did you think about this movie? Join me on Patreon if you want to see the extended reaction part of this video. And again, for movies, it's really longer. It's at least 20 minutes longer, you know, usually. Check on the description, I put that on the description. And if you want to choose also the new movies, the next movie that I'm gonna watch, join me on Patreon. Already on Patreon, they already have another movie. But if you want to choose even the next one, it's on Patreon. But yes, tell me, what did you think about this movie? If you cried or not. Am I the only one? Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.